Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Been down here today working on this. Didn't come out perfect. It's out a little further down here than it is up here, but it's going pretty good. I can take this. That right there might be my rub. I got a little bit of a rub, which if it is, it won't be no problem. That's right on the bottom. That's all clear. Yeah, and I might have a little bit of a tight spot. This right here might be a rub too, which I can take this one off right here and elongate that bolt hole and pry it up. That's no problem. And this down here, I can put the heat to it. I don't know if that's actually rubbing or if it's just snug. I think it's probably gonna miss. Yeah, that right there, that's about a 25 thousandths. And yeah, that's where I'm rubbing right here. So I got to do some surgery on that bolt hole. Got it held down here on this one. Got it held in 3 spots. This here is hotter than heck, so I got it pried up off the battery terminal. So I'll take it off here in a minute and I'll show it to you with it off. I just drilled this out to a 7/16 instead of a clearance drill for 3/8. And I got all kinds of clearance. It's close down there, but there's at least a 1/16 of an inch. So, and everything's tight. So, let's see if she'll start and run there with that there. If it does, then I've got to weld this on one side, not the other. It'll fit. I'm just going to let it hang over to the other side. I might put a tab on maybe to bolt it, just so it won't vibrate. And then I'll cut it to the right length and probably put a little piece of flat tin down over the front. Piece of chrome moly or something. But I think we're going to make it. But let's see if she's going to run first without actually hitting that. Take that rat tail file out of there. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Get some of the scrap off it. I believe it's ready to go. Rugged enough. Nothing's grinding, so that's a good sign. Pull the throttle back or it'll sit here and idle forever. But that's the main part of it. So at least now when I walk by it, it don't, you know, give you the weebie-jeebies. Geez, it was kind of sketchy there. So anyway, we got that done. I just got to put a cover over here so nobody gets a hand in there. We'll keep working on it. Well, I got that guard done. That's as good as I'm going to do. I know there's some places here you can get your hand in there, but, you know, if somebody does that, they're doing it on purpose. So, anyway, that's going to be how she is. I got to just put a little paint on it. And I've got to change out this bolt to a long one so that I can put a nut on the back side to hold the starter. That's the only thing I got left to do. And I do have that bolt here somewheres, but I have misplaced it at the time. I also got to make a gasket for that. And then as far as that goes, the mechanical stuff for this machine is pretty much done, other than the generator. But anyway, we're gaining little by little. Well, I just threw a little bit of paint on it. Got this long bolt in so I can get a nut on the starter, so that's all held on. After lunch, I'm going to put this band on. I'll make a gasket for it. And yeah, it turns over. It doesn't, so it doesn't hit the flywheel. I guess it's going to be good. So anyway. Well, we finally took the Christmas lights off the old girl. Got her in the shop here. Quite a lot cut off of this compared to the other one. This right here is the cutoff line. Them 2 bolts on this front transmission cover, we cut right across here. And this, of course, is cut off behind here. There's quite a bit missing. Quite a hunk of iron here. On this engine over here. You can see this is where the original front of the shifter cover used to bolt on, the front 2 bolts. I left that piece on, and then the rest of it I went right in, followed the housing around. And like I say, I'm not finished over here. I got to dress that up a little. But yeah, come out pretty good. So yeah, this is a 1944 John Deere A, this one here, for those of you who are not familiar with the channel. And I was looking here. The height, this is the original hood on this tractor. I know the history of this one. This height right here is 1/8 of an inch higher than the height on this one. That's why there's a discrepancy in the height right there. There is a little bit of a difference in these hoods. Just on that top rib. Now, you can see there's 2 rivet holes up high here. And on the 44, you can see they're down in the middle. So they had changed a few things. I'm pretty sure this is a late styled gas tank and hood that came on this. Like I say, this is a whole bunch of parts put together. There's, all different years in this. This is something that somebody, I'm positive, threw together with their junk leftovers. But we've got it almost all in the right vicinity of age, except for this gas tank. I'm pretty sure goes to a later model. But anyway, that's okay. It is what it is. I just built it to be a power plant. So anyway, we got a few things going next. We're going to change the oil pickup drive, which is right under here. I'm not going to pick the governor up. I'm actually going to drop the gears out of the bottom. If you drop the gears down and you do it kind of careful like with the cover off, the crankcase, you can reach around, reach up, put the new pieces on, slide the oil pump back up, and then you can fish with a magnet, find the pieces that are down there. If they're down there, they don't hurt nothing anyway. They'll just set in the bottom. They may come out when you drain the oil, they may not. So we'll do that. I'll make a video on that. This is a common problem if you're in the north, pretty much above the Mason-Dixon line where stuff freezes. Yeah, you get a little moisture in your oil and it'll catch that oil pump, and the weak link is the drive right under the governor. So anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Those are the 2 things coming up, but I'll just give you a little taste of the next video. You can see all these wires in the ground and a couple of spools right there. I have been going to build a magnet charger for 20 years. And one of those things, about 210 feet of, it was 14.2 and 14.3 wire came into the transfer station last summer. It's been kicking around over there by the wall. And I stripped it yesterday, and I got a lot of wire now to work with, and I'm going to use that 14 wire, and I'm just going to run it, split it between 2 spools. I've also got probably 200 feet of soft, well, I call it soft wire, the braided stranded wire is the correct term, I guess. I've got a bunch of 14 stranded and 2 spools of it. And I never use 14 wire for nothing. Almost all of my electrical stuff that I do on tractors is number 12 wire unless I'm going to a headlight. And so anyway, that's going to be the next project on film. So, and I've also got to make a couple of governor parts for a fella that just contacted me. Probably bring you along for those. We're also working 6-7 hours a day in the greenhouse now. So the feed might be a little slow on the mechanical stuff. But Carol's cooking supper. I came down, finishing up this video, and going to get ready to do the next one. So take care, everybody.